Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the beginning of my November 30 Days of Blessing journal. And when I saw this kit, I knew that I was going to have to use this for that reason. I just fell in love with my kit from Scrapbooking with Me. And I don't know if Edith had some. At the last check, she did have some of these kits left for October. So you can go over with scrapbookingwithme.com and check it out. But I was inspired to do this journal a little bit differently. And I was inspired by this paper pumpkin that came with the kit. And I knew right away, it just popped in my head right away what I wanted to do with it. So I want to use this as the basis for my journal. Something different, because I'm going to be doing a November daily, but I'm also going to be doing 30 days of blessings, and this is going to be used for my blessings, and I'm going to do it in a specific way. So what I started doing, and I've already done a bunch of this because we didn't want to be here for hours watching me fussy cut. I had this beautiful orange paper in the kit. This one was the I can never find their names on here, but it's orange, and it's really pretty orange. So what I did was I started cutting out pumpkins based on this, and I used this heavy-duty paper that came with the kit, and then I had some 110-pound cardstock here, and then I had some in the white. And so that's what I've been doing. So I decided to do a couple with you just to show you what I did with them. But this is going to be the basis for my 30 Days of Blessing. Now all I did was, this is 110-pound left over from an album I was doing. And so basically, this is not hard. Now, I didn't trace the stem on every single one because you don't need it. I think it would look funny with the album with so many stems hanging on there. So basically, all we did was go around this pumpkin, and I held the paper down. Okay, and then if you want to, if it helps you, you can just connect the line. You don't have to. And then simply trace this out. And I love being able to using up my scrap paper. Now I got like 3 pumpkins out. Well, I keep missing the line here. 3 pumpkins out of the orange. And really about 3 pumpkins out of every 8 by 11 sheet that I used. But if you space them right, and I'll show you, if you want to do this on a piece of 8.5 by 11, if you'll start at the bottom and do 1, and the first one you need to trace your stem, and then after you do your bottom, you turn your page around, and then you just do the body of the pumpkin on this side, and then if you turn it around again, you'll have room to wedge in between this side. Now this sheet also came with the kit, and this was called a blank check color, and I am going to be using that to make my November daily. So, and then we'll do that as well. So then after you trace your shape, your pumpkin, you're just going to cut them out. Now the one thing that I did to make sure this was the right size, on the main pumpkin, the big ones with a stem on it, all I did was to cut around the edge of the pumpkin, and then I erased the lines. On the ones that are going on the inside, all I'm doing is cutting on that line directly, and it's not really hard to cut out at all. Just a tip with the fussy cutting, all you got to do is move your paper. Don't move your scissors. Just turn your paper where you want it to go. And then your scissors will follow the natural line. Now, I'm not a fast fussy cutter though, I will tell you that. So I am going to do this one on camera, and then I'm going to finish the other one up and come back to you. But this is really not hard to do at all. And you know what? It doesn't have to be 100% perfect if you mess up. As long as it fits in between those two main front and back pumpkins. But so far, all mine have pretty much come out. They fit in the middle really well. And if you do leave a little pencil on here, just take your scissors and go over it finely. Like that. Okay, and then here, like I said, are all the pumpkins that I cut out. I cut them out in orange. I think I have 3 of these. This is going to be my front. And then the back is going to have the stem. I cut it out in the craft cardstock. And that's the only one I'm leaving. I'm going to cut this stem off. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that at first. But I thought about it and I thought, well, yeah, I think I am. And so that's how it looks. And if you have something poking out, you can always go around and trim it. But that's what it looks like. So I'm going to cut this one out, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm through cutting them all out. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off this stem on this one. Because we're just going to have a fat pumpkin. And we have a stem in the back here that's already brown, and we don't have to do anything with that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, I am not going to cover every page. I like the orange pages, but we're just going to put maybe a little tag in the middle, and I like this thankful and blessed one. We might use that one. Let's see. I think that's the one. Here's one that says, in all things give thanks. And thankful and blessed. It's a little bit, this one is a little bit bigger. So I think I like that one. But I also like to give thanks too. But since this is 30 days of blessings, I think I'm going to use this one on the front cover. And before I cut that out, I'm going to take the ink that came with it called Gather Twigs. And we're going to ink around the edges of the pumpkin. Because I want it to be a little bit rustic, a little fallish. And this wonderful stamp blender that came with the kit. I've wanted one of these for a while. I'm just going to ink around the edge of that. I think it gives some character to the pumpkin. Now, I'm not going to finish this whole thing on this one video, so relax. Don't think that I am. But I thought we'd get started today, and then I'm going to do a little bit, and then maybe show you what I have on Friday, and do some other things to it on Friday. But I thought what we would do is maybe the first couple of pages so you can see what I'm doing. And then on Friday, we'll make some other parts to it. Because I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do. And so you see that I'm inking around both sides of the page. Because it has 2 sides. So this is my cover. This will be day 1. Alright. Then I'm going to cut out, let's move these out of the way for a second. Then we're going to cut out this little tag here, this little tag here. Well, if I can keep my cutter door open. Man. Okay. And I didn't do too well with cutting that bottom off. Well, I'll just cut that off with scissors. Sometimes I do not line these things up right. But that's okay. Now let's just cut this out. Try to line the lines up this time a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Move these over here. And then I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm going to round the edges because the pumpkin's kind of round. And we want that to be round too. My little tag slipped just as I was slicing the cutter down. My hands have been wonky lately. And then we're going to take our little ink blender with the ink that's left on the tools. And we're going to ink it up. Okay. And then I'm going to add some foam tape on the back of it and pop this one up on the front. Now we'll be adding other things to it as well. This is really pretty paper. I really like it. And I'm really liking this foam tape from the Dollar Tree. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I like it. Okay, let me just trim that little bit off right there. Where I'll let it hang over a little bit. Let's see. Let me get my bone folder and just rub this down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. And just put that down in the middle. Okay. And this kit came with some pretty little flowers. So I may want to put a few around there. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go ahead and decorate the front or not. Aren't these flowers beautiful? I just thought they would be so pretty like that around the pumpkin. But until we get it all done, I'm going to leave the embellishments off. I just wanted to show you what my mind was. Now, on this side, I'm going to... I'll wait because I want to show you on a different one. Okay, so here's a plain pumpkin. This is the middle of one of the pages in the book. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sheet of paper. I like that one. And I'm just going to glue it on there. And then I have some more orange paper and some brown paper in my stash that I may put on the back of the paper. So we don't use up all of the printed cardstock. But I might, you just never know. Okay, so all I'm going to do is glue this down here like that. And cover that up. And then cut it out. Tape off of there. And I apologize. I hope I'm on in frame here. I try so hard to do that. And save your big pieces of scrap. They make great filler, like to do clusters and stuff with. I saved all my little big pieces of scrap from cutting the pumpkins out because I can use it to make like little backings for tags or for stamped images, anything like that. And I'm trying to get this as close to the edge as I can so I can save as much paper as I can. There we go. So I'm just going to cut that off, and then I'm saving this right here in my pile of Save Me scraps here. Okay, so we have that. Nice. Okay, and so that's what I'm going to do throughout the book. I'm just going to go and cover these up with some papers. Also has some of this that came with it, little extra sheets of paper. I think maybe like this one will be good for this. Back page. So this is what I am doing so far for just the pumpkin to create the pages. Now I'm not going to write on this part because what we're creating on Friday will be what we're actually going to be writing on and stuff. But because this is going to be like a little folder and everything, and it's going to be used and handled a lot, that is the reason I did the 110 pounds cardstock. And with all these layers on here, it'll be a lot more protected. So, like I said, if you miss a little piece, just go back and snip it off. Just follow your paper. I know this seems like a lot of tedious work and stuff, but I really wanted to do this. And since I don't have any kind of electronic cutting device, like, you know, a Cricut or a scan and cut or whatever, I'm using the next best tool, my hands. Okay, so we have those 2 pages done. And I'm just going to cut this off. And save that scrap and throw those scraps away. So that is what I'm going to do for each of the pages. I really like the orange, so I probably won't be covering that up. I might just leave those orange. I may even leave a couple of them brown. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely covering up the white and some of the craft cardstock. So that is what I am going to be doing with all of them. And I'm going to be inking around the edges with all of them. So they'll be smooth. So that is what I'm doing. That is my idea for my 30 days of blessings. So make sure that you come back on Friday to see what we're going to be making to put in there to journal on for our 30 days of blessings. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, I welcome you and thank you for coming by to check out my project. And if you don't mind, how about clicking that subscribe button and tapping the little bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And again, make sure you go over and check out scrapbookingwithme.com. Miss Edith also has a Facebook page, some Facebook groups, and a YouTube channel. Make sure you check all those out as well. She puts out a lot of awesome videos and stuff. She does a lot of journaling and things, and it's just really nice. nice videos. So go check her out, and thank you for stopping by, and I will see you all again on Friday with part 2. Bye.